Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Beau Dodson. It is Thursday, July 27th, and we've got a bit of a messy day ahead of us, a little bit of everything to deal with. We take a look at infrared satellite this morning. You see these big blobs of red and white. These are thunderstorm cloud tops. Now, you're looking at clouds, but you're looking at temperatures. And these white colors are very cold temperatures. So to have very cold temperatures, you must be high up in the atmosphere. High up in the atmosphere, cumulonimbus clouds. Those are thunderstorms, towering thunderstorms, those bubbly looking storms that you see in the summertime in the distance, 40, 50, 60,000 feet into the air. Very heavy thunderstorms overnight. Now, we call these mesoscale convective systems MCSs. You can see one of them formed over western Missouri, another one near St. Louis, and another one over parts of Illinois and Indiana. Very heavy rain overnight, several inches of rain falling as these storms trained over the same areas. Now, the forecast last night was for the storms to probably stay over our northern counties, and that's exactly what happened. Let's just take a quick look here at the National Weather Service radar at about 8:30 in the morning, and you can see widespread showers and thunderstorms over Missouri, parts of the St. Louis area, into the Mount Vernon area, back here into southern Indiana, mostly our northern counties. Nothing severe in here, but there have been several reports of 1, 2, 3 inches of rain. A lot of moisture in the atmosphere. We call that precipitative water values very high today, 2 to 2.5 inches, maybe more this afternoon and tonight. That's a lot of moisture. I would consider extreme precipitative water values to be around 2.4 to 2.8 inches. Once you get above 2.5, unusual to have numbers that large. What does all that mean? A lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so any thunderstorms that form will be prolific rain producers. Now, one of the big questions today has been severe weather. So let's go back over and let's pull up the Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook. One of the concerns today about severe weather was whether or not we would or would not have morning cloud cover and shower activity. Well, obviously, you can see that we do have shower and thunderstorm activity on radar. So we look at the severe weather outlook today. When we looked at this yesterday, they had us in a slight risk. That's a level 2 out of 5. Today, they've downgraded it to a level 1 out of 5. Could they change it again? Yes, it does go back and forth. Normally, there's a little bit of difference between what they call a marginal risk and a slight risk for severe thunderstorms. Right now, we're in a marginal risk. That's a level 1 out of level 5 risk. What does that mean? Maybe a few thunderstorms producing damaging winds. The forecast all along, and I usually tell you, don't pay too much attention to the colors, pay attention to the forecast. The forecast has been for thunderstorms today and tonight, and some of them might produce a couple of reports of damaging winds, downburst winds that you get from these thunderstorms as they collapse. They can produce high winds. That's the forecast. Forecast remains the same. A couple of thunderstorms today and tonight could produce damaging winds. We'll keep an eye on it. We do have a lot of clouds. We have a lot of precipitation this morning. That's going to keep instability down. That's good news. Wind fields aloft, what we call wind shear, fairly weak today, typical for July. Not much of a jet stream to deal with, but sufficient enough for some thunderstorms. So this dark green area, that's your marginal risk. So pretty much the entire area is under the marginal risk. This light green, that just means general thunderstorms, not anticipating severe weather. Marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, a low wind risk that a few storms today could produce damaging winds. We'll take a look at the radar view. We'll pull out a little bit the national view, and you see widespread showers and storms, Kansas, Missouri, up into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, all along a cold front that will move into our area later this afternoon and tonight. And that front will bring much needed relief. We'll bring it into our heat wave, at least for now. Somewhat cooler on Friday, highs around 84, 85, 86. Less humid. Saturday and Sunday, perfect camping weather. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, farming, perfect weather, gardening, mowing the yard, absolutely perfect. A+ weekend ahead of us. Highs on Saturday and Sunday, upper 70s to maybe middle 80s over some of our counties, but lower dew points, lower humidity. It is not going to feel stifling outside. It's not going to feel oppressive outside. A much fresher air mass, plenty of stars on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. It's going to be great camping weather. If you wanted to get out on the lake, you wanted to go fishing, you wanted to go camping, but this hot weather has kept you in, This is your weekend. It's going to be hard to find a weekend like this in July on any given year. So let's take advantage of that. Monday and Tuesday, we warm up a little bit, mid 80s. We'll start to think about mid to upper 80s again around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. A little low confidence on whether we top 90 again next week. It does look like we maintain mostly in the 80s. And eventually the dew points, and dew points what controls how it feels outside. Does it feel nice? Does it feel muggy? Dew points over the weekend in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Those are nice. Slowly creep up next week back towards the middle 60s. We'll see. If we can keep them below the upper 60s, it'll feel nice outside most of the time. Once we start getting into that 66, 68, 70s especially, 70s dew points, that's when it starts to feel oppressive outside. So here's your bottom line. Today, tonight, cold front enters the picture from the north. Showers and thunderstorms develop. A few storms could be heavy, with maybe some damaging winds. Main concern, lightning today, and a second concern, very heavy rain potential for some locations. Now, could some of you miss out on rain? It's possible. Just because we're seeing widespread rain this morning doesn't mean it will stay that way all day. It is possible some do miss out on much needed rainfall, but some of you will pick up 1, 2, 3 inches of rain over the next 24 hours. Typical for your summer months, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, heavy rain possible. Rain ends on Friday morning. I did maintain a chance of rain along the Kentucky-Tennessee border, Missouri-Boot Hill, Arkansas-Missouri border. I kept a chance of rain Friday morning, but ending from north to south through the day, cold front continues to sag southward Friday. The further and further south it goes, the better the air mass, the lower the dew point. So it will take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday, perfect weather. Go out and enjoy it. If you've not signed up for the text messages, please do so at beaudotsonweather.com. Remember, it's app messages and text messages. $3 a month, you get all kinds of maps, videos. We now have long-range videos, long-range agriculture videos, lots of new stuff. We also have a new website coming this fall. And if you haven't downloaded the app, go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, look up Beau Dodson Weather or Weather Talk, download the app. That receives the messages instantly. Sometimes Verizon and AT&T can take a little while to push out a text message. So use the app. All kinds of new stuff going on with Beau Dodson Weather. So go to beaudotsonweather.com, sign up, and tell your friends.